Hey, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to my top 5 worst Halo Combat Evolved missions to play through on Legendary. And now, the reason I'm making this list is because I recently beat this game on Legendary, and I wanted to get my opinions on the 5 missions that really were a pain to get through and just annoying to go. So, let's start off with number 5. Alright, so for number 5, we're going down to the mission 343 Guilty Spark. Now, the reason I choose this mission to be at number 5 is more in the fact it's just kind of a dull mission to play through, in my opinion. I mean, the level design is boring, in my opinion. The enemies are even more boring. I mean, yeah, the build up to the reveal of the flood is pretty cool. I mean, there's nice atmosphere and tension to it. But the flood stuff, in all honesty, just not really exciting. They just don't really have they didn't really add anything new to the gameplay, except just really dumb it down. In all honesty, it's just kind of reduce it more mindless running, gunning. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like those kind of games, but I appreciate the strategic feel of missions like Halo or Science Cartographer. And, you know, this mission is just kind of a chore to play through, in my opinion. It's just low on my list just because it's not that long of a mission, it's not that hard either. And yeah, that's the reason I chose number 5. And soon we're going to go into number 4 on my list. Alright, bye. Alright, so for number 4, we are going with Assault on Control Room. Now, the reason I am choosing this mission to be in my number 4 worst on Legendary is that just a really long and dragged out mission, in my opinion. I mean, you see his level here. Get used to it, because you'll see at least probably 5-6 times more than that, probably. Not sure, I forgot how many were there, but it was a lot, I remember. And just be prepared to be really bored by how repetitive this mission can be. And this could have been a really enjoyable mission had they just not decided to make it as long as it was and pad out the gameplay. They could have really shortened this level and made it really enjoyable, but instead they try to make it overly long. I mean, this vehicle section here is at least breaks up the gameplay a little more, and some open sections with vehicles pretty decently fun, but I don't know, this mission was just really long and kind of gets really boring and repetitive after about the 45-minute mark of 30. And also it can be pretty hard too throughout the whole thing. Not an easy mission either. So yeah, that's why I think this mission is not that great. They just made it really too long for what it is, and it could have been more enjoyable had they shortened it and making it as long as it should not have been. So it should come to no surprise to anyone on why the library makes it onto this worst mission list. Very good reasons. I only put this number 3 though, because I don't find it as frustrating as missions I do put above it, and even Assault and Control Room I actually find more frustrating in this level. But the reason I do put it above Assault and Control Room is that at least Control Room has a bit more variation. This has very little variation to it. It's 4 floors of the same identical level design, just with an insane amount of flood in each one of them. I mean, they can spawn way too many in each floor, and they just constantly, almost never stop respawning. They carry assault rifles, shotguns, even rocket launchers, which are extremely annoying. These exploding floods that can kill you one hit. They catch me a lot sometimes. And just a very repetitive and monotonous mission. They should not have made this 4 floors. They could have done maybe with 2 and 3, I don't even know a right mission, but 4 floors is just stupid, ridiculous. And forces you to go with a shotgun and pistol combination, otherwise it would be even more annoying to go through without the combination. Just a very unfun and crap mission. Hate this level so much.
Today's a good day to die.
Oh man, now this mission, you thought the library was painful go through. This mission is so freaking unfairly hard sometimes. I mean, this beginning part is not too hard, because you get plenty of sniper rifle ammo to deal with this, and not too hard to go for the beginning part, but it hits just the fan when you get to a certain part, which is right now, which is this part where they spawn like maybe like 5-6 waves of freaking grunts, jackals, and elites. That is really hard to get through, because eventually they'll just spawn so many that it'd be hard to keep up killing them. And this is not even the worst part of it. The next part is what makes me put this mission above even the library, which is this freaking room. This freaking room is extremely hard and annoying. This room at least caused me like 30 deaths in the first time playthrough on the legendary. I mean, this room has spawned a lot of jackals, grunts, elites with swords is freaking annoying. They kill you one hit and they can catch me a bunch of times and ruin all my progress I made in this floor. I mean, in this room. Just a really hard mission, and after this you have to fight more to rescue Keys. And when you get Keys, he has a really dumbass AI that keeps getting himself killed by going in front of you. Just a really annoying, hard mission, and that's why I put this above. I mean, it's not a terrible mission, it's just really unfairly hard in my opinion. Especially this room. This room just kills it for me. And yeah. And for number 1, we have the mission 2 Betrayals. Now, I would rank this mission alongside Truth and Constellation as one of the hardest missions in Halo CE to go through in Legendary. Just really a bunch of hard parts to go through in this. And only you have to deal with Sentinels, which aren't too many, honestly, but still, they can be annoying. The Covenant as well. And the freaking Flood make a return, which you know how much I love the Flood. Not really, because they're just as annoying as ever. Using shotguns, assault rifles, and of course the Rocket Floods make a return and are just extremely annoying to deal with, especially in these close quarters rooms, which can easily hit you a bunch of times. And there's a bunch of RNG that can happen. The Flood and Covenant can go against. Like, can both be attacking you. The Flood can lose to the Covenant, and you have to fight more Covenant. Just a really annoying mission and really hard. I mean, there are some exploits that you can use to make this mission much more easier. But even then, there's still those hard parts to deal with before this exploit you actually try here. Which I have to use this Banshee to get across these enemies here, which I actually die about 20 times because this Rocket Flood has these Rocket Flood. Somehow they have the accuracy to hit this full moving ghost and a bunch of times at me. And here I go back so I can get that Banshee, and I just like shoot it and like shoot it again, like shoot it from the tail, shoot it at the tail again to get it past that door. There's normally to take vehicles, and it makes this last part much easier to deal with. Still can be annoying with those Scorpion vehicles, ones that shoot the rockets, and at least the last stretch of the game is much easier when you do this exploit. But it's still is a pain in the ass to deal with before that, and just a really hard mission, and that's why I put it at number 1 as the worst. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this list, and I hope to see you soon in more videos.